Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 26. We are on day 9, and we have just witnessed a few really awesome matches between great competitors. We had Tama Tonga defeating Tomohiro Ishii. We had Sonata falling to Bad Luck Fale. And we had Togi Makabe's undefeated record getting broken by Naomichi Marufuji and his chops. But right now, we have got the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada at 3-1, taking on Hiroyoshi Tenzan at 2-2. This is the fourth of 5 matches. There's only one left after this. But let's get this thing started. Our New Japan World Player is set to 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 50 seconds. That's 2-1-0-5-0. And we will be hitting play on go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okada there. You see him. He looks more reserved today than usual, doesn't he?
Definitely seems a bit, more relaxed to me.
And yeah,
maybe
confirm Okada wears the exact same shorts as Makabe. Maybe a little shorter, but still the same exact style.
And now, it's very interesting, and it's funny that you mentioned Okada and Makabe, because Okada, being the champion, he surveys everything. He pays attention to everything. Had to see that Makabe's streak came to an end, and now Okada realizes, hey, if I beat Tenzan here, that gives me and Makabe the same record. I'm back in it. And now look at that. And just playing the mind games with Tenzan. I have said it so many times.
I feel like it's been a while since we've seen Okada do that. And look, you'll see on Tenzan's back, I think he has the same things on his back that Nagata had earlier today.
Yeah, very interesting. I really couldn't even tell you what that is.
Yeah, I think just on his upper back, like on his shoulder blades. But now I think Tenzan... Oh, he went for the Mongolian chop, but Okada cut him off with a forearm, and now a series of forearms from Okada.
Yeah, this is a very interesting matchup here because Tenzan, we've made mention of how his career might be winding down. And,
Mongolian chop attempt cut off by a forearm. Okada has the Mongolian scouted.
And did you see that little smile on his face when he was giving the one forearm? I think Okada feels like, I've got the youth. I'm on top of my game. I'm the heavyweight champion.
Oh,
there it is. Mongolian. And there's another Mongolian chop and a third. And then I'm saying, come on. But again, as we were saying earlier, Tenzan, to me, and to you as well, we feel like he may be in the twilight of his career. This may be a retirement tour of sorts. Yeah. If he could beat the man right now and get one more shot at the gold, one more shot at the heavyweight championship, that'd be a fine way to punctuate a career. But Okada, the speed advantage.
Yeah, big time. Massive speed advantage.
I mean, look, partner, and this isn't to denigrate Tenzan. I've actually quite admired his performance in this tournament, and I commend him for giving it his all in every single match. But Okada has the advantage over him in virtually every category, save for power. And now Okada, nice guardrail hung DDT there on the floor.
A lot of people like to compare Okada to Randy Orton because he does stuff like the amazing drop kick and the rope hung DDT, or in this case, guardrail hung. But to me, Okada is more... really resembles The Rock. He is The Rock of New Japan.
Right.
And that even plays into my parallel of Tanahashi being the Steve Austin of New Japan.
Right.
Because they have had their 3 amazing matches at Wrestle Kingdom, culminating in Okada, the Rock character, getting his first win over Tanahashi, the Austin character, at Wrestle Kingdom, the WrestleMania of New Japan.
Right.
So it plays in quite well, actually. It's a pretty nice narrative if you think about it.
And now Tenzan getting back in the ring here. You're talking about a guy that he innovated.
Slam? Oh, now he's going to go for this slingshot at Senton.
Slingshot Senton here, and he got it. And you're talking about a guy in Tenzan. He has innovated maneuvers like the Anaconda Vice and others.
Yeah, the Mountain Bomb.
The playbook that Okada has read from and has really studied and become the best reader at because he's the world champion. Let's just say Tenzan innovated quite a few of the chapters in that book. And now look at the chops here. I think that was straight up slap almost. There's another chop. And Okada.
There it is.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Because it weakens you for other variations of the neckbreaker that Okada likes to do. And, of course, the Rainmaker clothesline.
And now look at this. The arrogant pin. He wants the ref to count, and the ref refusing to count.
I don't know if this is kind of a principled stance by the ref that you don't disrespect legends, and now we got the rear chin lock here. What do you think of Okada's arrogance in this match?
I'm not really a fan of it. I'm kind of surprised he's being as disrespectful towards Tenzan as he is.
Personally, I find it to be a breath of fresh air. I
Of
think it's time.
course you do.
I just think it's time, Okada really asserts himself. Look, Tenzan's old and he's in the way. And he's in the way of the future of Okada in my mind. And Okada's really going to put an exclamation point on that fact with this match here tonight. And now going to go for the Irish Whip. Tenzan reversing again. Tenzan does have a power advantage. That I will grant him.
Was Tenzan in the way when he defeated Ishii and Tama Tonga?
Yes. Yes, he was.
Right.
I know.
He might have been in the way, but he's respectable. You respect someone that can do that at his age.
Absolutely. Look, now, like
Unless
I said
you're
earlier.
Okada, or you, apparently.
Yeah, well, like I said, I commend his tournament performance. It's just Okada's better in every way. Tenzan, I don't think he's good enough to beat the world champion. He's going to try and prove me wrong here.
Well, that's what I was going to say. That's what he's getting an opportunity to do right now. Okada is the world champion.
Exactly. And I just think Okada, he's on top of his game. A nice corner lariat there by Tenzan. And now Tenzan here, could it be the vertical suplex?
Yep.
We'll see if Okada has a counter. He does not.
Very nice vertical suplex. Great form.
You got to wonder how it feels for Kojima to be seeing his friend compete against the IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
I mean, yeah, if you're Kojima, you've got to be glowing right now.
Exactly.
Especially because you are going to be getting an opportunity at a world title yourself on August 14th against Jay Lethal for the ROH world title.
Exactly. So Ten Cozy could be sitting pretty if Tenzan can beat Okada.
Look at this. Flapjack from Okada.
And you want to talk about the power of Tenzan. That took some power by Okada to pull that off.
Oh, absolutely. Tenzan's a big guy. No one's going to deny that.
And Okada, I'm telling you, the speed, the strength, the charisma, the look. This guy is the poster boy for pro wrestling at its best. And now look at that, the back elbow there.
Okada is a five-tool athlete. I don't think anyone would deny that.
Exactly. And now look at that, just the athleticism there. And he's going to be thinking about that spinning European uppercut. Measuring Tenzan. And he got it. And now he's going to fall right into the cover. Hooks the leg. 2.
Only a 2 count.
And you see Kojima cheering him on here. And Tenzan.
I think he's got something up his sleeve.
I mean, you would think. It comes down to the Rainmaker versus the Anaconda Buster. And now, in here, slam. And could it be that elbow?
He loves to use this. And sometimes I feel like he intentionally slams the guy further away so he can show off his athleticism.
As he should. And look at that. Just like that. And now...
Call for the Rainmaker already. We are less than 10 minutes into this match, and he's already calling for the Rainmaker. We're less than 8 minutes into this match.
And now here it is.
Oh, and the headbutt.
The headbutt.
And the Mongolian.
Oh, man. And Okada, that stung.
And the Mountain Bomb.
He got it. Got the Mountain Bomb off.
You can see Tenzan's chest has been opened up again from when Marufuji opened him up with those chops.
Look at old-timer Tenzan staving off the hands of time for just a little bit longer before the winds of change completely bury him.
Wow.
And now, kick to the Okada's midsection, and then a chop. And then a forearm there by the champion. Come on, Okada. And there's a forearm there by Tenzan. And now, I'll tell you, Tenzan, he's now going quietly. He knows what being in this tournament means, giving the emotional implications, Kojima giving up his spot, and knowing that he's in there with the world champion and what beating the world champion means, and more Mongolian chops here.
Another drop kick. Low angle drop kick, though, for Okada. Normally he aims for the head with those.
He does, and now look at this. Seated, another drop kick.
He is really not even trying to hit the head of Tenzan. He's focusing entirely on the chest, which makes sense because he's got a big red target there in the form of his bleeding from his wounds from Marufuji.
Exactly. Okada's going to make that chest raw all over again, and especially you'd have to think.
And there you can see Kojima looking on, cheering on his friend Tenzan. They've been friends for well over a decade now. I think it might even be closing in on 2 decades at this point that they're friends.
But did you see the look in Kojima's eyes? That was fear for Tenzan's health, as he should. And then
and the reverse neck breaker.
Beautifully done. Into the leg, hooks the leg, too. And Tenzan kicks out. No, Kojima knows. Kojima knows when he gave Tenzan his tournament spot, he was signing Tenzan's death warrant because he'd be having matches like this.
And
Now look at that.
you gotta admit though, John, it does feel like Okada's taking Tenzan lightly.
A little bit, but then again, why shouldn't he? I mean, look, Tenzan, look, he was really something in 1991, but it's 2016.
Okay, he was a big deal in 95. You're going a little bit too far back.
Yeah, you know what? I was 3 years old then. And now look at me. I'm 24 years old. God knows what that even says about Tenzan, who still thinks a mullet's in style. And now Okada here. Clubby blow to the back. There's an uppercut. Look, Okada
Not only a mullet, John, but a gold-trimmed mullet.
Look, it just doesn't change the fact Okada's younger, he's faster, he's better. And now look at that, though. Tenzan just imposing his will upon the champion.
Younger, faster, better, and getting offense on him.
Exactly, and kick out there by Okada.
Yep. Tenzan, though, you've got to wonder how much pain he's in with that wound on his chest from Marufuji.
Oh, it's got to be immense. Look, and here's the thing, too, I'll grant Tenzan. With age comes experience. Tenzan's been in high-pressure situations.
Look at this.
Oh, wait a minute here.
The Tenzan Tombstone Driver.
Oh, man, that could do it right there. 2.
Oh, and Okada barely gets his shoulder up.
Did you see, though, Tenzan was second-guessing himself on the pin. First, he was going for a standard lateral press, and then he had a quick change of heart. He was like, no, I'm going to hook the leg. But he decided it too late, and oh, wait a minute here.
I think he's calling for a lariat here.
Wait a minute here, and oh, look at that!
Oh, Rainmaker!
Rainmaker!
He caught the Anaconda Buster!
Oh, Anaconda Buster, indeed. No way. No way.
2. Oh, it's so close.
Tenzan, he could feel that he was about to beat the world champion, and how the
Anaconda Vice. I don't know, John. Okada's been kind of phoning it in this fight. He might not feel like Tenzan's worth getting an arm injury for.
No way. Look, I was just about ready to give Tenzan credit for his big match experience, but Okada isn't light in that department either. He's calling upon his big match experience now to endure this Anaconda Vice. Could it be an Anaconda Buster here?
Oh, almost.
Okada resisting.
Okada. Elbow.
Brilliant counter by the champion.
Yeah, but the headbutt.
Oh, headbutt. Oh, my God. And Archer
is on offense right now, and he's going all out. He wants to do Kojima justice. Oh, but the drop kick. And that's John. When Okada does that drop kick, he always aims for the head. He hit Tenzan's chest.
And now look at this, though. He's thinking about the Rainmaker again.
Yes,
Okada wants it now. And another headbutt. Are you kidding me? Okada staggering. Another headbutt.
Just punch him. Oh, he's headbutting him.
Oh, another one.
I think he might be calling for an Anaconda Vice.
Oh, my God. Another headbutt. Tenzan confusing himself with a ram here.
And now slams him. I think he's going for a moonsault here.
No way is this happening right now. Is Tenzan a moment away here for beating the world champion? No way.
Tenzan.
Oh, look at that, though. The counter by the champion. And that's why he's the champion. Look at that.
Oh, German?
He's going to German him. He's got the leverage advantage. He's got the leverage advantage. It's done. There's the German. It's over.
I think he's calling for another Rainmaker, or for his first actual hit Rainmaker here. And
there it is.
And that's going to be it.
That's what youth gets you. 1, 2, 3 count. Look at that old piece of crap now.
And Okada, though, Okada's victory makes Marufuji very happy because Marufuji defeated Okada one-on-one, and now Marufuji, who lost to Tenzan, has one more win than Tenzan.
Exactly.
So Marufuji very happy about this. On the other hand, Makabe has got to be seriously angry because now he and Okada are tied.
Exactly. And we have yet to see Makabe versus Okada.
Exactly, which means Okada and Makabe both control their own destiny.
Exactly, and that's going to be interesting because if Makabe loses again and Okada would win, Okada's the clear leader of the block.
Yep.
But if they can keep winning, if they can both keep winning, it would really come down to their match. Makabe versus Okada.
Yep.
He's the man right now. Okada is on top of his game.
That was a great effort from Tenzan, but at the end of the day, John, you were right. Youth won out.
Exactly. The future's looking quite bright for New Japan Pro Wrestling. And it's a future where guys like Tenzan are the past and people like Okada are the present and persisting future. Look at that.
And then there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the match. That's the end of the recording. Up next, we've got Tanahashi versus Goto. Stay tuned.